God, people of God, listen. I want to say this right here to all of my entrepreneurs, all of my business owners. Honor good employees. Honor good employees. People do not quit jobs, they quit bad leadership. People do not quit jobs, especially in this day and time when we have a trying economy, when the dollar is going down and losing its value every day. People do not quit jobs. They treat bad leadership. They quit bad leadership. They quit hostile work environments. They quit environments where they walk into and they do work and they're not appreciated. They quit harassment. They quit frustration. They quit oppression. Nobody has the right in this modern day time to oppress anyone on any job. If you are in higher command of leadership and you have bad ambassadors that you have appointed to positions as supervisor, sometimes you have to get rid of some of these supervisors who show favoritism, partiality, and who are envious of some of their subordinates. People do not quit jobs. They quit bad leadership. When people are working jobs that they like and they're being treated well, and as time goes on, they go to start their own business or they go to elevate, God elevates them, they will respectfully inform you and sometimes stay on these jobs to help you train their replacement because they are honoring you. I've gone to 2 different businesses today where a lot of people just did not show up. A lot of people were no call, no show. People feel like they are not appreciated. They're not respected. They're tired. They don't even get paid time off for these worldly holidays. And they bust their butt for businesses that do not value and appreciate them. There was also a young lady who I consider like a good sister, you know. She was on a job for over, I think she said 17 years in a supervisor position. Someone above her got upset with her and did something very cruel and made her subordinate, who she still was training, demoted her, gave her subordinate her supervisory position when it was only just the two of them working together. And she ended up leaving. And what happened with that whole unit right there? It ended up struggling. Many people that were frequent it ended up going other places, you know, because that subordinate did not properly know how to run that office, and they had to pull people from different places to help her, and which limited them resources in other places. You see, you can't treat people like that, especially someone who spent so many years on your business and you just cutthroat just like that because they may have said something to piss you off or you just didn't like them in the moment, but they were loyal to you. They had your back. They held you down for over 17 years and they were good at their job. They knew their job. You got to get your ego and personality out the way sometimes. And when these people come in to help you catch up on your work on their days off, they should be resting, being able to rest on their days off. Don't manipulate them and let them come in on their day off and then just be like, oh, just try to give them regular time. Pay these people. You show these people you appreciate them by increasing their pay. Sometimes you can even add a bonus out of nowhere. If you are a business owner, you can go above and beyond. I don't care what their regular salary may be. When you have people who are not loyal to you or showing you or not, helping you or just not showing up for work, and you got somebody who's showing up, who putting in that time and that effort, what are you doing to show them appreciation? What are you doing to show them that you value them? I know if it were me and I had some of these loyal folk out here that I see, I just talked with one supervisor, one lady. I told her she has a young lady working for her. And I said, if you ever decide that you don't want her, I said, I'll take her. She said, oh no, you ain't gonna take her. I said, well, take my number. I said, I'm just letting you know. If you ever decide you don't want her. She said, I'll take your number, but it ain't gonna be for that. She said, I ain't letting her go nowhere. You can't find somebody as loyal as that. Some days when you have people, you show up, give them here's $150. I just wanted you to know I appreciate you. Or what is there anything your kids need or what you need? Is there anything else that I can do to make your job more comfortable? or make you feel more appreciated. Humble yourself sometime. The Bible said, he that is the greatest among you shall be a servant. I can humble myself. Even when I was walking around doing a job with a badge and a gun on my hip, being faithful to that calling, I still walked around in humility. You know why? Because I knew who was my boss. I knew who was in full control. I walked around in humility. You can ask questions sometimes. You ain't got to talk to people nasty all the time. We all put on our clothes the same way, whether you putting on a uniform with a badge on it and a firearm on your hip, or whether you putting on some short pants and a t-shirt, we all dress the same way. There's no respect of a person. Whether you own your business, whether you're a millionaire, a billionaire, or you somebody down here just a thousandaire. God don't respect none of that. Whether you driving around in a Rolls Royce or you driving around in a Hyundai Sonata, it don't even matter to God. God look at the heart. God look at the heart. It don't matter how much money. I always ask God, don't never give me nothing that's going to change my heart and make me walk around in pride and arrogance. I don't never want nothing to make me change who I am. Now, sometimes people will take your kindness for weakness, and you have to let them know, you playing with the wrong one. Correct them, and they can say what they want to say about you, because some people mad because they had to get corrected. But then what I'm saying is, I always want to walk around humble. I don't care how much money I ever make. I always want to keep my humility and be a servant. He that is greatest among you shall be a servant. When you are at the top of these companies and stuff, God is judging these leaders and these people who created these businesses and stuff, and you got people working under you. God is judging you, because you should have an atmosphere where it's fair to everybody to come to work and do their job in peace. People are not quitting jobs in this day and time. They are quitting bad leadership. They are quitting malicious gossip. They are quitting envious rivalry in the workplace. They are quitting chaos. They are quitting drama and stress, oppression. That is what people are quitting, not the jobs. And there's a lot of careers out here that people like doing. They've always wanted to do, but they ain't want to come to work with that headache. I was talking with my aunt yesterday. She said, when I go to work, I'm a fast learner. Tell me what to do and then just leave me alone. People don't want to be bothered. You get some of these people who feel like they need to control somebody. You give them a position, a leadership position, they start harassing you. They create stuff. Rather than just stick on what need to be done in that job and get that job done, they create stuff just to try to have a conversation with somebody that they want to show them that, I'm controlling you. No, it ain't going to work like that. You ain't going to have peace like that. Give people their job description. Let them do what they got to do and leave these people alone. And now if they making a mistake, then you got to hold them accountable. You got to bring it to their attention. Tell them where they making a mistake at. Tell them where they falling short at, and give them time to correct that mistake. And you watch them and observe them. You have the evaluation and performance. But stop harassing people. And some of these supervisors, some of you that are in high command on these jobs, you got some of these supervisors that you're in cahoots with some of these supervisors, and they are harassing people, making it miserable for people. Then you got some of these people who've been sitting on these jobs for a long time. They ain't no supervisor. They ain't never growing in the job. They just sitting in that one position, but they is very messy and very negative. And they come to the job and they talk about everybody. And they just a bad apple. They just sour. They make people run off. That's what they do. They're the reason that there's high turnover rates at some of these jobs. Get rid of them. You got some people think just because they've been on a job for 20 years, ain't nobody going to fire them. I had to check a Jezebel spirit the other day on her job, minding a business that she ain't even should be minding. She should have been minding that business that was paying her, but she was worrying about what I was doing coming to that business, and I had nothing to do with what she was doing. She had nothing to do with what was going on with me. I was minding a business that was paying me, but she was envy. She had a spirit of envy on her and want to say something pertaining to me. Had nothing to do with her, right? People like that, they're rotten apples, and most times all the colleagues know about them, but people just don't say nothing because they don't want to start nothing on the job. They just want peace, but it's be one person sometimes that be ruining and stirring up drama in an environment. Get rid of them. But treat people good. Honor good employees. Honor these good employees that are loyal to you. that show up for work on time, that are there when nobody else is there, that stick by you and run your company. A lot of businesses have failed, and I have seen a lot of businesses crumbling because they took advantage of good people. They did not honor good people. And when they did not honor good people and those who were filled with God's light, they made them uncomfortable, or they wrongfully terminated them, or they cutthroat them and did something wrong and made them leave. When them people who were full of light and righteousness left those places, some of those businesses started to go straight down to the ground. They went straight down to the ground. Honor good employees. That's just my little 2 cents now. Y'all have a blessed day. I love you. People are not quitting jobs in this day and time. They are quitting bad leadership.